Hello, ladies. If you are finding yourself going through certain things in life now that you're a little bit older, you're not alone. And it's funny because the more I'm finding out about menopause and the symptoms, the more I'm thinking, holy crap, like it all makes sense. My mom really never talked about it. It was, just something women went through. And I remember asking an aunt of mine too recently, I'm like, how did you get through it? And she goes, you know, you just did. Um, but now I'm finding like, wait a minute, like, why do we have to suffer through it? Right. And suffering is optional, in my opinion. But, you never know what you don't know. Grew up in a house where, you just did what you were told. And that included, you went to the doctor if you felt ill or something was wrong, and you just did exactly what the doctor told you to do. But this day and age, you have to be such an advocate for yourself. But if you don't know what you don't know, how are you supposed to find out, right? For instance, 2 years ago, I was driving down the 401. For those of you that have no idea, that's a highway that runs through Ontario up till you get to Toronto, and then it becomes the 402 and something else. Anyways, then the Trans Canada Highway. Uh, Driving down the 401, going to go see my mom, and I got heart palpitations so bad, and I thought I was going to pass out, that I pulled over, waited for it to pass, and I decided, I've been getting some minor episodes like that for a while, but this was the first time that it was really bad. And I have heart disease on both sides. So I made an appointment with my doctor. They immediately sent me to a heart specialist. So, go through a batteries of tests, wear the heart monitor, did all the testing, did an MRI, because of my family history. Like, a lot of people have died in my family at a very early age because of it. So, they've taken precautions, and every test came back normal. Nothing's wrong. And here I'm thinking, I'm dying, on the next one. And so this doctor put me on heart medication and cholesterol medication. Um, and, said, just lose weight, you'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, so you're talking to a woman that exercises regularly. And no matter what I do, like, I can starve myself and I still wouldn't lose a pound. But all he's worried about is, get your stress level under control, take this pill. Yes, I have a little bit, according to the MRI, I have a little bit of plaque buildup, but I mean, everybody does. But because of my family history, that's all he's upset about. And so I've been doing some research, and Oprah came out with this amazing special Monday night that if you haven't seen it on Disney, you got to go check it out. And a lot of women lately have been coming to me, with the same issues. And then I just found out that um, itchy ears is part of perimenopausal. And I was like, well, okay, so I already have tinnitus. Thank you to my amazing genes that I have on my dad's side. And so I didn't think nothing of it. And then when I just read that itchy ears is a sign of that, I was just like, holy crap. The heart palpitations, which I never ever thought would be part of it. That's all part of it. Obviously, low sex drive is all part of that. Dryness everywhere is part of that. Smelling, like if you smell smoke or different smells that nobody else can smell, that's all part of menopause. This shit just blows my mind. And I remember going into my MD a year ago, and I'm like, okay, here's my list of symptoms, because she kept telling me for years that I was too young to be perimenopausal. And I'm like, listen, I don't know what your specialty is here, but I'm telling you that I'm going through this. And she's like, no way, you're too young, you're too young, you're too young. I could almost bet that I've been going through this at least for the last 5, maybe 10 years. And so knowing that, wait a minute, like, I know my freaking body, and don't let some other person, no matter if they have a MD behind their name, tell you differently because you do know your body better than anybody else. And so everybody just said, oh, it's stress. Granted, keep in mind, I had been under a lot of stress, a lot of chaos in my life. But no one ever said that could be contributed from perimenopausal. So it's just really frustrating. To be clear, though, I get that a regular MD, their training, I believe, is only like 4 hours when they're going through med school. Unless they are going to specialize in menopause, they wouldn't have the extra education, but maybe they need to, because as a woman that's on the verge of 49 this year, have been experiencing this. I never really experienced rage up until the last 6 months, like uncontrollable, out of nowhere. Like I've gotten angry before, but nothing like I was getting. And I'm like, okay, this is not me. What's going on? Thinking I'm going crazy. Thinking the last 2 years that I've had ADHD. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but the brain fog, the memory, things like that, that's all part of menopause. Had no freaking clue. Everybody's just like, oh, you're just stressed. Well, I'm stressed because you guys won't listen to me. So I don't know what your experience has been with menopause, but would love to hear it. As a matter of fact, over the next month or two, we are going to have some amazing speakers on our show. That some women that have gone through the pause. We're going to have some experts on as well. Stay tuned for that. I don't have it completely lined up yet, but I'm connecting the dots, and would really love to hear, though, if you are a woman that is going through menopause or going through some symptoms that are really crazy and you think you're going nuts, but you're really not. You're not alone. And maybe we can help you get some answers. But yeah, would love to hear your thoughts on this. Would love to hear your story. We all have a story, so would love to hear it. With that, don't forget, tonight on The Journey in Boots, we have the amazing Maggie. I forget her last name, pardon me, Maggie, but she is a Gold Star wife who was also in the military, lost her husband in duty, came back home after she lost her husband with her husband, and has since started Canine Line Inc., which is helping other military people get, their canines that they need to help them with their PTSD. So this is going to be an amazing show. Monday night, I don't know if you've ever experienced grief, losing somebody, but we have the amazing Nick Gaylord for the show Monday night on Unstoppable Overcomers at 7 p.m. Tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as well. So a great lineup coming, and we're here to serve you. So with that, so go subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Unstoppable Overcomers. Subscribe, share with your friends. We're here to help you. Bye for now.